Hello and welcome back. I'm happy to be here with you. I am Rachel Camfield and I am doing these videos to offer from my overflow. And this video is about crafting a plan to notice the behavior before you actually change it. This is kind of going online with some of these videos I'm talking about changing. You know, you want to make a change, you want to embrace a certain transformation. How do you do it? What's going to happen next? What comes up? So we're going to talk a little bit about noticing and bringing and growing your awareness to the thing that you want to change before you change it and the power of that. So in my own life, there have been so many things I've wanted to change about myself. A lot. I've wanted to change my heart posture. I've wanted to change my reactivity. I've wanted to change this barn swallow is just flying right in front of the window and it's so beautiful. It's blue and it's black and it's just gorgeous. I've wanted to change the dynamic, in my own four walls of my home. I've wanted to change how I interact with my own business and my clients. Or, it's like I'm of no shortage of places where I've wanted to just change, but maybe I want to shift that word even for these videos and say evolve, where I wanted to evolve because I knew that a different experience was possible for me. And how I know a different experience is possible for me is I'm aware when I feel like I'm in bondage, which I don't believe is how we were created to be. I do not believe that we were created for a sensation of being in bondage, emotional bondage, criticizing ourselves, not having a sense of vitality and authenticity and freedom. Those are the three things: vitality, authenticity, and freedom. Those are the three things, the three core tenets of my coaching that I am committed to helping my clients and community with. Because this holding back of self, this holding back of gifts, this reducing your vitality until one day or when things look perfect or when it's all fallen into place, not saying what you're here to say, the act of silencing yourself, and not feeling free in your day, in your gifts, in your life, in your skills, in your work. I just don't believe that's why we are here and that's what we were created for. I believe we were created for vitality, authenticity, and freedom. So today we're talking about your behaviors that you're maybe wanting to change or evolve, the things that you're wanting to shift, the experiences that you're wanting to shift in your life and in your work, potentially or other places too. So I want to encourage you to have your journal out, to write this down. There is a beautiful opportunity to craft something before you try to change something, right? It's almost like, would you try to go build a house without a floor plan? Would you try to create something without a plan in place that is, the thing that you'd be creating is meaningful, it's important, it's substantial? Would you try to create anything without a plan? My answer is probably no. You're probably going to need to have a good plan in place in order to then take action and execute on that plan. So what I want to encourage you to do is to start noticing the behavior. So let's say you struggle with comparison. I'm just going to use that for an example because it's a very familiar one and common one, especially with creative entrepreneurs. If you find yourself in the comparison trap or the trap of comparison, where it feels like no matter what you do, it's never good as someone else, or there's someone else who's just shining brighter than you are, and time out, you were born to shine. You were born to shine. We all were born to shine, okay? We all were born to shine. So I want you to start noticing that behavior. Maybe you have a note in your phone because something's itching my nose. Maybe that's the easiest place for you just to quickly keep track of this. What are you doing when this is coming up for you? Just start noticing, bringing your awareness to where you are, what you're doing, what's going on when you start comparing yourself. What does the comparison feel like in your body? What is the sensation? Is there like a clench and a tightness in your heart? Is there a sinking feeling in your stomach? Is there a drop and a droop of the shoulders? Okay. Let me check my posture right now. All right. So just start noticing this behavior. Then noticing becomes the plan that you get to craft before you change anything. If you don't notice where the threat is coming in, then there's no way to put safeguards up for yourself. Let's think of another example together, a behavior change. Let's say you want to work on reactivity. That's another big one, okay? Reactivity, you don't like how you just, jump into a conversation. You don't like how you just automatically respond to something. You want to have more grace and more space for yourself within your communication and interactions. So, note in the phone or post-it note or notebook, reactivity list. This means you're going to start building a witness in your brain and body for noticing when this comes up. I just reacted when someone cut me off in traffic. I just reacted when I was in the checkout line. I just reacted when I got this email from a client. And just write it down. There's nothing you need to do with that. Just start building your awareness. This is going to allow you to start crafting a plan. So if you notice that, when you get in your email inbox, you just get really reactive, maybe a new experience, a new plan needs to be put in place for your email. AKA, for you, maybe I haven't gotten notifications on my phone in probably 10 years. So I don't see things that come in, but maybe you need to start checking your email instead of it checking you. If you get email notifications on your phone and they pop up and you're just like caught off guard, maybe turn those off and create some space for yourself to be prepared to enter into the inbox instead of it entering into your life. When you're wanting to make changes, having your plan in place is like having your floor plan for your house. Know what you need in order to succeed. It is so important to live that way and to operate that way. And I honestly feel like I take it for granted at this point. I just know how to do this, so I just automatically do it. I know what I'm looking for if I'm having an emotional experience that's not feeling free, I'm not in my vitality, I'm not feeling authentic, then I know how to start tracking for that and then supporting myself and making those changes. But it's been so long of living this way that it just comes second nature and feels normal. But I know that it's not. I know that I didn't always exist in this space. And so that's what I want to offer and pass on to you today. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to keep these videos coming. So come back here to my videos and see what's coming next to encourage you, to inspire you, to uplift you, and to help you with the meaningful changes you're wanting to make. Bye-bye.